All right, so I know this isn't how we normally start this show, but I just had the most frustrating experience in the world. It happens far too often, and I'm hoping if I can use this platform, I can get this fixed.
Okay.
So I'm reading a great article on Quora, and then I realize I need to go to another URL. So I go to that URL, but I don't realize that's the tab I'm on. And I'm like, oh, shoot, I wanted to finish that article. And I click the back button. But on Quora, it doesn't take you right back where you were. You're just at Quora.com. And now I don't know where that article was.
There's
I
no
can't
deep
find
link?
it again. No, I mean, there is, but I was just reading the scroll. And so I can't find the article. It was a great article. I really want to finish it. And I am going to spend the rest of the day trying to find it. I don't care what other responsibilities I have. Social media manager today, second fiddle. Hey, everybody. My name is Doobie Mosley. I am the co-founder here at Laughing Place. Over there is my good buddy Kai Burbank. How you doing, Kai?
Hello. I'm well. How are you?
Pretty good. It's been a while since we've been together, and it'll be a while since we're together again. So let's enjoy this day. You doing okay?
Yeah.
Yeah? Looking good.
Thank you.
We're going to talk about what's going on in the world of Disney, both since the last time we talked, all the way until the next time we talk. That's a lie. But we are going to talk about what's happening in the past couple of days and today. Lots going on. So let's get to it. We're going to start today the way we start every day, and that is with some hellos. So sorry. Hi, Gio. Hi, Nikki B. Gio, you missed some good trivia. We had a great day of trivia. I hope you do watch the show. Did you like it yesterday, Kyle?
Yeah, I enjoyed your Doobie Sings the Classics.
We went 90 minutes yesterday. It was a lot of fun. We might get some news today. What is he talking about?
I think it just means that we have a show.
Oh, okay.
But also there might be a trailer or something.
Woo! Hey, Nikki B. Hey, Al. And that was a fun episode to watch. Oh, so you saw it already. There you go. Who is this? In his avatar. Do you recognize that?
I'm guessing it's probably AI.
Oh, he is on an AI thing. Wish trailer today. Oh, okay. Gio with the no. Let's get started with the stock price. All right, Kai, your job is always to guess the stock price. I know you've already paid a little attention today because the stock is not exactly soaring. So I'm going to make it a challenge today. Within a dime, what is the stock?
Breaking news takes precedent above anything else. So,
of course.
Doobie, there is a brand new poster for Wish. There's also a trailer. We'll get to that later. But the poster, breaking news.
Ominous. So Kyle, you want to do a poster analysis?
So there's a wish, there's a star, there's a goat, there's a guy, I think it's Chris Pine maybe, and yeah, looks like a Disney movie.
And an ominous tagline: "Be careful what you wish for." Yeah, and a date, November 22nd, only in theaters. So yay. Cool. And Kyle told us there's a trailer. We'll get back to that a little later. Very exciting.
But as far as the Disney stock, I'm going to go with 79.80.
79.80, which is below the 80 line. Scary. Let's see if he's right. Maybe if they change this image, we'd get some positive juju. 79.94. You are wrong.
Well, it went up a bit. So that's good. I don't want to have to write. If it goes below 79.75, I have to write an article. So that's where we're at. I want to not have to write
that. We want that article.
The markets don't like it when we have time off. They want us sharing the Disney news and pumping the stock price up every day. So buckle up.
All right. Next up.
Oh, that got cut off short, didn't it? Anyway.
Hello, good morning, and welcome to another LP Disney weather report. It doesn't hurt me. Do you want to feel how it feels? Do you want to know that it doesn't hurt me? Do you want to hear about the deal that I'm making? It's you and me. And if I only could, I'd make a deal with God, and I'd get him to swap our places. Be running up that road, be running up that hill, be running up that building. Let's get to the weather. Anaheim is partly cloudy today, and we'll make it up to 82. There's also a green flag on the Golden Zephyr Wind Index this morning, so get your rides in. Walt Disney World will get to a high of 84, but then storms will move in, starting off isolated and then growing more widespread through the evening. They'll eventually draw to a close, but it could be near the end of the park-going day. Castaway Key will be overcast today, but will still reach a high of 88 before retreating a few degrees in the afternoon and evening. Disneyland Paris is sunny and in the mid-70s now, while cloud cover will move in tonight with a low of 68. Tokyo will be warm tomorrow with a high of 88 that feels like 97. They'll also see plenty of sunshine. Shanghai will see showers tomorrow morning and into the afternoon. However, it should be dry by dinner. The high for the day will be 84 while the low will reach 76. Lastly, Hong Kong will start the day tomorrow with scattered thunderstorms, but those should clear by noon. After that, it will be partly cloudy with a high of 87. Well, that's all for this Disney weather update. I hope you all have a great day, and I'll see you when I see you. Bye for now.
Interesting. Usually, Ethan goes back into the vault for songs, but he just went to a hit from last year, right?
Yeah. I don't know. He's going new.
Yeah, Stranger Things made that song a hit. I believe it was original for Stranger Things, I believe.
Yes. Speaking of, have you tried any of the Stranger Things ice cream flavors that you can get at Walmart? They're good. I've had 3 of them now.
Like, what are they? What makes them Stranger Things?
Well, they're Scoops Ahoy, first of all, and so there's one that's like waffle pieces, and I don't know. It's supposed to be like inspired by like 11. So there's waffle pieces, and I think what else is in that one? I don't know. It's tasty though. And then there's like a cinnamon bun one that we like, and one that's mint, but that it also has sprinkles and chocolate pieces in it.
I think this is a great idea. I think we should do this whether we're here or not. Maybe I'll talk to our social media guy about that. That is a good idea. Question for you.
His photo's gotten even scarier, by the way. I don't know if you noticed that.
So it's Walt Disney on Dancing with the Stars is what he. AI is creepy. I can't believe I did an all AI image quiz yesterday, because the more you look at an AI image when there's people in it, especially, just the creepier it gets.
This comment suggests that you guys are in California constantly and not anywhere else in the country.
Maybe we're about to be in Florida. Maybe Stranger Things ice cream a treat. Question for you, Kyle. Exactly how much of Stranger Things have you? My wife just sent me something. That reminds me of something I have to say. How much of Stranger Things have you seen?
I have mostly listened to the 3rd season.
Okay, but you saw the first 2?
No. I mean, only the 3rd, and only in doing other things while it was on in my vicinity.
I intently watched the 1st season, distractedly watched the 2nd season, and I was done. Okay, so what I got to do it now. I want to tell you that I am uncomfortable right now because I am holding pretzel between my cheeks, and I decided to put mustard on it. And that's where we are in Community right now. It was really funny.
Put mustard. Like an idiot.
That show is so funny. I am so late to the party on that. All right. Thank you, Rebecca. And happy anniversary to my wife, Rebecca. This is 26 years ago today. We got engaged at Disneyland. Right. The Writers Guild strike.
Excuse me. I'm pretty sure that when I mentioned my engagement-versary, you said that didn't count anymore once you get married.
For you.
Okay. That makes sense. My
it.
Actual 10th wedding anniversary is coming up next week, and you won't be here to celebrate it. So
10 years? When is it exactly?
October 4th.
You're right, I won't be. That's so sad. Congratulations. Wow. Right, writer strike, celebrating my engagement anniversary by ending. It is over right now, right? It ended at 12:01.
It ended at 12:01. I think Kimmel's coming back on Monday because they'll have the writers back. So the contract has not yet been ratified, but the WGA has said that during the ratification process, they're allowing people to go back to work. So yeah, it ended at 12:01 this morning.
Congratulations to the writers and the studios. We don't probably know too many details, right? So we don't know who gets the bigger congratulations
here. Details, but we're stupid. So I don't know if we'll comprehend the differences. But no, it seems that they seem pretty pleased with it. Obviously, the SAG after strike is still going, But this, like I said, like Kimmel will be able to come back because there's not really actors. He'll have a hard time. That the challenge for the late night shows will be that they can't really have people on. I mean, you could have guests, but they're not allowed to promote their work. So there's kind of a gray area there as far as what they're going to do, but they'll have the writers back. So those shows will be coming back. But yeah, as far as regular television production, projects will start. They can at least start prepping and writing them and then waiting until they have actors to appear in them.
All right. In other breaking news this morning, you sent me the Wish trailer, right? Why don't we go ahead and show the trailer for Disney's newest. Let me get this ready. Disney's newest animated feature.
Celebrating the big milestone of 62 films. I think it's like 62. It's somewhere in the 60s. But it's just kind of funny because, yeah, it's the Disney 100 film. That's why it's like a big deal. But as far as like how many animated features there have been, it's kind of a random number.
So let's get that going.
Shooting star, the adventure inside your heart.
Is this the new Rickroll?
All right, I won't subject you to that.
What's
as
funny
much as
is I
love
didn't
that
notice
stuff.
the title. I'm just like, oh, that's kind of fun. They're gonna like promote this film by talking about like 100 years of Disney animation, and then I'm like, nope, this is that stupid song.
It's not a stupid song.
2,
The
1.
best part was when you were telling everyone to enjoy the music while we could not hear it.
Yeah, we fixed that.
Enjoy the silence.
2, 1. Asha! I'm here. Whew, just 1 second. Let me catch my breath. Once upon a time stood Rosas, the most magical kingdom, founded by a king with the power to grant wishes.
You are their handsomest, most beloved king.
You're right. I am a handsome king.
I'm so nervous, I think I'm going to explode.
My best friend, the king's apprentice.
Is my mouth drooping? I feel like it's drooping.
Asha, come with me. The wishes of Rosas.
Wow.
People give their wishes to me, and I grant the wishes I am sure are good for Rosas.
Some of these will never be granted.
Not some.
Most.
They deserve more than...
I decide what everyone deserves.
So I look up at the stars to guide me. I wish. And throw caution to every warning sign.
Oh, you spoil us with your magic.
I didn't do it.
What?
Last night, I made a wish on a star. And the star answered.
I'm talking. I am talking. Ha! Who knew my voice would be this low? I believe I have just been threatened.
Who would dare threaten you? I have no response to that.
So I look up at
There is a traitor amongst us. Find Asha.
to every... It's a dead end.
With unsanded mahogany.
Oh, good find, Valentino.
My butt found it.
I started this. I have to finish it. So I make this wish. What are you hiding? Oh, nothing. And nobody.
What is going on in there?
Okay, ladies! Your wings can fly, but your voices can!
It was like, be our guest. Oh, Chicken Little.
Chickens laying eggs, shooting. No.
My butt.
No, I really thought this might be a slightly elevated film, but hopefully Tony will be diagnosing that and perhaps showing me why I'm wrong. But my initial impression there.
Can I say I'm disappointed you had no reaction when I said enjoy the silence?
I did hear you say it. I was distracted. I'm getting texted in my other life here, not my home life, my other work life. So, words like violence break the silence. See, I can do Depeche Mode. I know those lyrics. I struggle sometimes with Haunted Mansion. Watch Disney Trivia Live sometime, folks. If you watch this show and don't watch DTL, you're missing out on one of the best things in life. All right. We got some really surprise, wonderful news yesterday, and that is some shows that were pulled from Disney Plus.
Some movies, specifically movies from
Yes.
Disney Plus and from Hulu. Some of them have popped up on various digital platforms for you to purchase. Now it was included with your subscription. Now you can buy it if you want. So yeah, Crater, which lasted all of like 90 days on Disney Plus. One and Only Ivan, Flora and Ulysses, Better Nate Than Ever, Cheaper by the Dozen, and then Rosaline. That one was on Hulu. Some of these are on iTunes, Vudu, and Amazon. Some of them aren't on iTunes, just the other two. But Alex's article has links to all of them if you're interested, which I think Doobie can probably share in the chat.
This just in, I just got an alert on my phone, and it reads, this is from SoFi Invest. Diz has hit a 52-week low of 79.75.
But that was the low. So I guess it hit it. Did it go below it? I guess so, because Disney frickin' Benji just put it in the
it's now 79.56. I'm going to keep this on my screen. Okay. And but should it go below the line, we will bring it to you live. So, I mean, obviously it's disappointing that these movies were available for free, were included in your Disney Plus subscription, and now if you want them, you have to pay for them. That is extremely disappointing, but not nearly as disappointing as them disappearing forever. I'm so glad for the fans and mostly for the creators that there is actually a way to get them, and really hope this continues for other movies and just as much for TV shows like Willow and things like that.
Yeah, I definitely hope that part too. Although are we talking about, I meant to check the sheet, but when I did, I saw that saw words at the bottom, and I quickly navigated away before I read them. Are we talking about Dancing with the Stars?
Right now we are. Yeah, go for it.
Okay. I am ready to file maybe the reason Disney stocks is being hit is because they know about my class action lawsuit that I am preparing to file, because I have Disney Plus Premium, which advertises with no asterisk, no ads. And yet, when I turned on Dancing with the Stars last night, I found myself watching commercials. We wondered what they would do with the Disney Plus versus ABC. They're doing it simulcast. Well, they keep the commercials in. Apparently, they replace some of the local ads. They'll put in some just self ads. But yeah, there's ads during the broadcast, and I think that is suspect.
That is suspect. I can understand if they want to take a break, but in that break, they should show you like a tranquil scene, or maybe some DTV like Disney Channel used to do, maybe some great dances from the past, but showing straight up advertising. Nope. Tony Betty would like to be associated with this suit since he was along for the ride. Yeah, this is just wrong. Disney, do better.
Yeah, you can be one of the co-sponsor. I don't know how it works, but then yeah, anyone affected by this can join the class, and we'll get a settlement, and you'll get your little slice of the pie for having to watch commercials.
The lawyers will make out. The lawyers will make out. Hello, Rich. Thanks for joining us. Our good friend from MEI Travel, our recommended Disney travel agent for any Disney travel needs, as well as any cruise needs. They're great for cruising in general, beyond Disney. So MEI Travel, yeah. See, he said last time they had Dancing with the B Squad. It's disappointing. Quick check, 79.60. Still in the clear right now. What is 55 the low?
The new low. It doesn't matter now. I still have to write the article. It was 75.
I'm just worried about you in the article. I'm trying to find out the low.
The last low was 79.75 before today.
Okay, so it's low. Definitely do not assume these two have any actual legal. But don't assume we don't.
If we can sue saying that you said no blockout dates and having to make a reservation, and you controlling the number of reservations counts as a blockout date, then I think it's saying Disney Plus with no ads, and then they show me ads. Sounds like a breach of contract.
Spoken from a position of legal excellence, right?
Yeah, exactly. Kyle, all of my 20 college credits or whatever I have say we could do this.
Laughing Place does not give legal, financial, spiritual or love advice that should be taken with any degree of seriousness.
I've watched Boston Legal. I'm caught up. Denny Crane taught me.
Watch Boston Legal. Have you seen? I know the answer, but I got to ask. Did you see last night Ahsoka?
I did.
Really?
Becca's going to be today's guest on Who's the Boss, so we watched it last night so she could be prepared for that.
What time is
during that? I got a GIF during DTL that I sent to your wife because my wife looked over and saw it on my screen and was like, "Oh, hey, Ahsoka," but it wasn't Ahsoka. It's not really a spoiler, but there was an Encanto GIF that was very similar to something that happened on Ahsoka.
So what did you? No spoilers, of course. Although I haven't talked to you since the last episode, so you can spoiler is one. What did you think of the prior episode?
I liked the prior episode, and I liked this episode. I'm trying to think. There was something specific that I wanted to talk to you about from the last episode, but now I don't know what it was. I did like the creatures that we talked about. They were fun.
You like the little turtle things?
I don't know if I call them like the little roly polies.
You think they're more like pill bugs? I thought of them as turtles, but you're more accurate. Yeah. I watch Boston Legal. I watch Boston Public. So when it comes to lawyers and teachers, we've got you covered.
I've also watched Smell This Shoe. It's from Boston.
I don't have that gift, Rebecca. If you send it to me, I will happily share it. Gio says Ahsoka was great. Can't imagine how they're going to wrap it up next week. Next to watch Who's the Boss tonight on my break. Absolutely. Who's the Boss tonight or today on the West Coast will be streaming live at 1 p.m. Pacific time. Today on the East Coast too. 1 p.m. Pacific time for Who's the Boss, where Mike and Becca Burbank will be dissecting, full of spoilers, the latest episode of Ahsoka. I'm excited to see that too. I loved this episode. I'm a big fan of Grand Admiral Thrawn. I'm a huge fan of both of the duo bad guys, Ray Stevenson and his Padawan or whatever she's called. So really excited for the finale of this show. Yeah, Ahsoka has not disappointed one bit, in my opinion. My wife has sent me this gift, so let me share it with the world. Not like that. I hate when I try to drag an image onto a browser to show it, and it happens to be a browser that can accept images. So instead of popping it open in a new tab, it tries to upload it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Doobie's browser troubles are coming into full frame today.
Here we go.
Yep, that's the one. If this is a spoiler, it's the minorest of spoilers. So
it is. It's really cool though. That was a cool moment.
Yeah.
If you haven't seen
those things,
nothing.
People do spoilers without context for things. That would be a good one.
Oh, not fair, man. Not fair. Not fair. Oh, and I don't want to read Mike's review because Mike's in-depth analysis is full of spoilers, so I will put it in the chat. But I do like to just go to the end where he kind of surmises it. And this is another Mike quote that seems really ready for commercials and such. In the meantime, all the pieces are in place for what could be a very intriguing finale. Mike Celestino, a laughing place. Let's get that on the trailer.
Facts. The finale is next week. Says Mike Celestino.
We'll make fun of Mike because his very first 45, 79, 45.
I don't know what's going on. I guess maybe because they have to start making TV shows again. That's bad. Maybe they read what they're giving up and they're not happy. Who knows? Stomachers stupid.
Right. Next up on here, what is the first thing you think of when I say Bruce Willis?
Die Hard.
And then the second thing you think of
is Moonlighting.
All right. Are you a fan of the show?
I've never watched it, but it sounds like, from what I've heard about it, it sounds like something I would like.
I watched this show a lot. The 80s, yes. I watched the show with my mom. My mom and I were addicted to Moonlighting and saw a ton of it. Bruce Willis, Sybil Shepherd, Moonlighting, Bruce Willis's big jump onto famedom. Great comedy, mystery, romance kind of thing. Coming to Hulu on October 10th. So looking forward, I hope, to watching this with my wife. She says she has never seen it, although she fears she's wrong and she'll start watching it and realize she's seen them all. But she thinks she's only seen a couple episodes. So we'll find out. It is a very, very fun show. Almost like a genre shift. What do you call it? A groundbreaking show in that the way it combined comedy, romance, mystery in a way that's not at all uncommon now, but I think this would be one of the first to really do it that way. So
Yeah.
Excited.
Not to be confused with the
Moonlighting.
Cher movie Moonstruck.
Please, no. No. I've seen one Cher movie in my life.
If you
I
could
think
turn
there's-
back time, you would not have seen it.
No, because it was like she was a side character, a very serious role. It was Silkwood. It was Karen Silkwood.
All right.
I think that was a good movie.
I thought you were going to say burlesque for a minute.
No, it showed she could act, and then she took off and became a leading actress in a bunch of kind of movies I don't want to see. All right, Moonlighting, October 10th on Hulu, ad-free. If you have that tier, right, Kyle?
Ad free for me.
You
Now that I do have that. Now that I do, yes.
Otherwise, it's going to get bigger. Magic key holders who aren't gluten-free will get the opportunity to enjoy at the Disneyland Resort an exclusive beignet of food that only Magic key holders can eat. At the Jazz Kitchen, Coastal Grill and Patio. So what kind of beignet is this? Let's see.
That looks like some sort of mango or pineapple or something tropical.
That's exactly what it looks like. And yet,
it says, doesn't it?
I'm sure it does. It is the pina colada glazed beignet. So there you go. That's what we got.
If you like
Description
pina
beyond that.
colada,
Available now
thank
through
God in
November
the rain.
5th, 2023. And did you know our own Rebecca Mosley recently attended a progressive dining experience at the restaurant for invited media, where she learned more about the new menu and how the restaurant's design seeks to embrace and incorporate elements of coastal Southern California. We invite you to read that article, as well as go and try the pina colada beignet if you happen to be a Magic key holder.
So it was vegan and gluten free and everything, because it was progressive dining.
That's funny.
Yes, thank you.
But that reminds me. So I was watching a Shark Tank. All I do in life is watch Shark Tank. I mean, if I ever have downtime, hey, let's put on a Shark Tank. I've seen them before. I forget. It's nice to be old and have no memory. So I'm watching this one where they're bringing on these amazing cinnamon rolls, and they're going crazy over these cinnamon rolls and the toppings and stuff. And this is just the ultimate moment. And they start to get into it, and she goes, "Oh, wait! Before you guys start getting into all that stuff, I have one more thing to tell you. These are 100% vegan and gluten free." And their minds are just like, and so was mine. And then she got a deal. But then same thing I do on every Shark Tank. I then go research what happened. The deal didn't close because Robert wanted to go to mail order, and she really wanted to go to retail. Well, the brand is called Cinnaholics, which is now a huge retail location. They are very successful. And I go there. There's one in Concord. It is spectacular, and it does not advertise all over the place, gluten-free, vegan, all that. It just is, and it's known to the point where I really had to go back and Google after the last time I had them to make sure it was what I remember, because it's just so good. You would have no idea these are dairy-free. Anyway.
Becca was mentioning the other day that, do you think that the closing of Bed Bath & Beyond will hurt some of these Shark Tank businesses? Because that was like a kind of a good place to launch like the Scrub Daddy and stuff, because I feel like there's a lot of space inside of Bed Bath & Beyond, so they could do kind of like special displays and take more time to explain the product that you can in other locations.
That's
like
a
the
good
Scrub
point.
Daddy's not hurting now. Everybody knows about the Scrub Daddy, but there's other ones where, having like a little video on an end cap that plays constantly would be a big benefit to them, I would assume.
Well, the nice thing about capitalism, something will fill that void. You'll start going to Publix or something, and it'll get filled. I love Shark Tank. It is the best show. It is the best family show.
I did like your Dragon's Den reference on DTL. I think it was on Saturday. You made that one of your fake answers.
Oh, yeah, accidentally.
Oh.
That was not a reference to Shark Tank. It should have been, because I've been watching some Dragon Dens lately, too.
The Canadian one or other?
The English one. I forgot there's a Canadian one.
That's the one that Robert and Kevin are both on. or had been on in the past.
I really need to, because I love Shark Tank so much, and I got to stop with the repeats.
I got to see the rest of y'all.
I beg to differ. While fantastic, I find that it has a taste to it that is clearly not quite right. Fair enough. Second opinion.
That boy ain't right.
Say that. All right, we have a review. Reviews always get priority here. This is a review. I'm guessing this is by Alex, because he does all of our reviews of this type. No, it could be by Tony, huh? Let's see. It's by Alex. All right, so this is a review. As with all reviews, I read the headline and the final paragraph. That's all you really need to know. It's a review of the 4K Elemental from Pixar. Here's the headline. 4K Blu-ray review. Pixar's Elemental looks and sounds incredible in 4K. Your final paragraph. Please note, this article contains a oh no, let's move up. Our other final paragraph. Although Elemental is now streaming on Disney Plus and breaking records. Nice link. The best way to enjoy the film at home is on 4K Ultra HD, which provides the best picture and audio quality. This release pleases in terms of the film's presentation, but underwhelms when it comes to bonus features. It's confusing why a handful of bonus features are only on the digital copy when you consider how few are actually on the disc. And the 40-minute making of is exclusive to Disney Plus, called Good Chemistry, the story of Elemental, which means a diehard fan of the film won't be completely satisfied with this release. You know, the headline and the final paragraph don't exactly go hand in hand in that particular article. But you're a fan of Elemental, right?
I'd like to, when I watched it like a weekend ago.
That film has some serious legs. It came back. Let's see. Let's get a quick look. Oh, up to 79.53.
Who?
Driving.
I do have a question for Tony. Did they explain how the city was saved at some point? Like, this thing happens and then they just kind of go off, and I feel like I missed something about how everything was just okay after that. But I'll have to talk to Tony off air and he can explain it to me.
Let me ask you a question, Kyle.
Sure.
If tonight you had to settle in at 8 p.m. prime time and watch any classic Disney movie, what would it be?
I don't think Becca's seen Hunchback, so I'd make her watch Hunchback.
Wow. You'd be in for a great night, man. And Becca, an even better one first time. Good choice. All right. There is a book I wanted to mention that is now available from Disney Press. All right. Cool. Let's share that one. There we go. It is called People Behind the Disney Parks, Stories of Those Honored with a Window on Main Street. The highest honor a Disney cast member can receive, right, Kyle?
Yes.
Except for Disney legend. Tony Betty, of course, define classic. A popcorn movie, Tony.
Now, just a minute.
So this book is available now. If you're someone who loves history and the people behind it, this is the book for you. I'm sure everyone has noticed those names on the second floor of the Disneyland's Main Street, Walt Disney World's Main Street, and those are the people that helped create the park and have contributed to the park. This one is particularly close to me because the very first website I ever did way back, so probably 1996, 1997, was about the windows on Main Street because I was curious about these people, and there was barely an internet back then, so there was no one place that had who they were, what their contributions were, why they have a window on Main Street, and I was set on a quest to answer that question on a website, and I did. I think I got pretty much all of them. Maybe there were one or two I wasn't able to find out. Sadly, that website is lost at this point.
Much like your Quora search.
Thankfully, there is a book that you can now go get those answered in. And some fascinating stories behind those people. So while I haven't read this book, I can't imagine it's not very, very fascinating. 280 biographies, more than 50 pages on the evolution and behind the scenes of Main Street, USA areas across the globe. So not just Disneyland. There you go. Get out. And if there's a review copy to be had on that one, I would not mind doing that review, which is something I never say. I don't like to write. Let's see. Iger Gizmodo. I'm going to leave this one for you, Kyle. I do want to talk about it.
So my friend said this to me the other day, and I held on to it for the perfect time. So Masterclass, which you might be familiar with, they do a bunch of. It's a streaming service, but it's different lessons from a variety of celebrities and other experts on things. And one of the people that they had a couple years ago is Bob Iger. And apparently they planned on shooting it in his office because, that's where it's a business class. So he should be in his office and, where the magic happens. But then they realized that it was going to be challenging to actually shoot in the real office. So they made a recreation that apparently cost them $100,000. So, I guess they did not watch their own class and realized that
that's what you do when you have that .com. That is a total .com venture capital story. Yeah, put $100,000. How's Masterclass doing these days, by the way?
Apparently not great. They did lower the price a couple months ago, so you can get a subscription. I think you can only buy a year. They don't have like a month-to-month thing, probably because they don't want you to just pay for a month and then binge everything and quit. So I think it's like $10 a month, but I think you have to pay the $120 for the year.
Well, I'm trying to see how their company as a whole is doing. I know I saw that in here earlier, but it's not a Disney company, so why do I care? Never mind. One story I did not intend to skip over, so let's get back to it. And that is, there is a new water park seasonal pass available, which is really cool. You can buy this for only $10 more than a one-day ticket to a water park. It's $79, and it costs $69 to get into the park anyway. So for an extra $10, you get a seasonal pass that'll last you through May 24 of 2024. It's good at both parks. Typically, only one park is open at a time these days, so whichever one is open, Typhoon Lagoon or Glitter Beach, you can go to. If they do happen to both be open, you can only go to one. You can't park hop on the same day. But there you go. This is a great buy. If I were an annual pass holder, which I am, and living in Florida, which I'm not, I think I would get one of these just so I can get in a few visits to the water park.
It'd be cool if I had gone to either of the water parks ever.
And I wanted to talk to Tony today, but he's not on right now, so he is not available. What are you doing watching, Tony? All right.
And yeah, he popped up in our green room.
Oh, he did pop up. Okay, well, I can't bring you on if you're going to turn the clock on. I don't have that kind of authority around here. Hey, Tony, how you doing?
Hi. Keep it short and I won't bill.
Okay, two things. What do you mean define classic?
Is it one of these?
We all know what a classic is. It does not need a formal definition.
No, I was just being I was being a wise guy, as it were, because of our legendary defined popcorn movie moment.
Yes. But the real reason I actually wanted to bring you on, did you watch the Wish trailer?
Only here on your guys' show. I didn't know it dropped because I kind of have been in and out of sleep most of the morning because I was up last night till almost 1 a.m. Pacific time for some reason. It might have involved dancing.
Oh, go Tony! Did not know you had that in you. Oh, with the stars, you mean? Right. Let's. This is the big news this morning. Let's watch it one more time together with Tony.
No, it's fine.
And afterwards,
I'll watch it later when it's not like audio quality. I'll watch it on good stuff.
You can watch it on good stuff, but I want to show it again on this show because it's the big news today. Hang around, Tony, and then I just want some.
Is it the big news today?
I think so. Shut up.
Okay, the writer's strike.
Asha! I'm here. Whew, just 1 second. Let me catch my breath. Once upon a time stood Rosas, the most magical kingdom, founded by a king with the power to grant wishes.
You are their handsomest, most beloved king.
You're right. I am a handsome king.
I'm so nervous, I think I'm going to explode.
My best friend, the king's apprentice.
My mouth drooping. I feel like it's drooping.
Asha, come with me. The wishes of Rosas.
Wow.
People give their wishes to me, and I grant the wishes I am sure are good for Rosas.
Some of these will never be granted.
Not some.
Most.
They deserve more than...
I decide what everyone deserves.
So I look up at the stars to guide me.
I wish.
And throw caution to every warning sign.
Oh, Oh, you spoil us with your magic.
I didn't do it.
What?
Last night, I made a wish on a star. And the star answered.
I'm talking. I am talking. Ha! Who knew my voice would be this low? I believe I have just been threatened.
Who would dare threaten you?
Yeah.
I have no response to that.
So I look about
There is a traitor amongst us. Find Asha.
to every point.
It's a dead end.
With unsanded mahogany. Yeah.
Oh, good find, Valentino.
My butt found it.
I started this. I have to finish it.
So I make this wish.
What are you hiding? Nothing. And nobody.
What is going on in there?
Okay, ladies! Your wings can't fly, but your voices can!
I like the little star with a mustache.
All right, so as our animation guru and my personal favorite Disney artist, Tony, what are your thoughts on your initial thoughts?
I like how it looks. I like that there's a good villain again, a true villain, not a concept like multi-generational trauma or anything like that. You kind of brought this up earlier. I have a tick box, and if I hit 3 levels on it, I kind of lose hope for it. And it's when it comes to like fart jokes or butt jokes and stuff like that, and it's really near the top of that meter of losing hope. Because if you're pushing an all in on that's what we're going to use for the marketing, I think of in Hunchback of Notre Dame would be my favorite Disney movie if it weren't for fart joking gargoyles and the goat. So that I feel like that's kind of the territory we're getting into now.
Yeah, and the hope is that they are hyping those elements, even though they're not necessarily the crux of the movie. Because this really felt like they were going high with this movie.
Yes, and part of me wonders if because of recent box office performances with animation, they're kind of okay. Let's dumb it down. That way, we get parents back in with the kids, even though animation's for all. I think they're just kind of going for the easy kill in the pocketbook.
Do you plan on doing an analysis on this trailer for the site?
Not based on what I've seen on this stream, but I'll probably do it later and look at it. So I've got other stuff to work on too. But
animation is a medium, not a genre.
It's true. Thanks, Guillermo.
Thanks, Tony. Appreciate you coming on your time off very much.
Bye.
All right, Kyle, are you ready?
As ready as I'll ever be.
Let's take another quick look. It is now at 79:56. I think we're in good territory. All right, the portion of the show in which Kyle shows off his vast Disney knowledge. 1947, on this day in Disney history. 1947, on this day in Disney history. One of Disney's animated features was released. When they count their animated features, this is one.
Okay.
Even though it is actually a compilation of 2 shorts, Bongo and Mickey and the Beanstalk. That would be...
Is that one? Tony's going to get so mad at me if I'm wrong. Fun and Fancy Free?
Oh my, look at Kyle. There we go. All right. Kyle is 1 for 1 thus far. On this day, in 1972.
He wrote it down on his whiteboard. We're playing the Newlywed game. He just doesn't know it.
On this day in 1972.
He got it.
Good job. On this day in 1972, an actress was born. Tony's not going to know this one. An actress was born. For Disney fans, she's most famous for her roles in the MCU. 1972 MCU. That should be all you need.
Okay. Gwyneth
Paltrow. Look at Kyle go. You're a few months younger than myself. No, a year and a few months younger than myself. I was born in 71, you idiot. It's like Tattletales, exactly. Because that's a reference everyone gets these days.
I get
All
it.
right. On this day in 1985, if Kyle gets this one, I will literally, I don't know, because there's just no chance Kyle will get it.
All right, 1985.
1985. Set in 1935, the movie tells the story of a young woman, Natty Gann, played by Meredith Dawn Salinger, her first starring role, who embarks on a cross-country journey to find her father. The movie also stars John Cusack.
The Natty Gann part sounds familiar. Is it something? Is that in the title? Like is it the story, the ballad, the legend?
You are on the right track. So close. The Journey of Natty Gann. You've heard of this movie?
I have somehow. I don't know why, but that just stuck out to me. The Natty Gann part.
I had never heard of this movie until yesterday. I am impressed, Kyle. So I'm going to give you credit for that one. You were 3 for 3. All right. On this day in 2008, an event occurred at Walt Disney World that made Jeremiah cry. Oh my wife has seen it. Such a great movie.
I always say a Kaplan classic. 2008 made Jeremiah cry. It would
laugh and then cry.
Laugh and then cry.
No cheating in the comments.
Well, yeah, I don't even know what that stands for currently.
Okay, then you're not going to get this. Is Tony writing it down? Is Tony writing down an answer?
Adventures Club closed.
Adventures Club closing, as well as the rest of the dance clubs at Treasure Island. That is accurate.
Pleasure Island.
Did I say Treasure Island?
Yes, you did.
We have slack for that, Tony.
I have
finally.
I don't see there might. It might have closed at the Las Vegas's TI as well. You don't know.
That's true. Not finally, wrong. On this day in 2014, another attraction closed. This one at Disney's Hollywood Studios, and this one would have made my son cry if he were old enough to remember it. No, he does remember it, and I believe it would have made him cry.
Honey, I Shrunk the Kids place.
Not in 2014. That was later, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
2014, Disney's Hollywood Studios original attraction.
It's too early for the Great Movie Ride was 2017.
Not Great Movie Ride. That one would have made him bawl. He's still crying over that one.
Oh, this is an original though, so it's not Lights, Motors.
No, not Lights.
That would have made him
Motors.
cry. He was old enough for that because that was already.
Although the picture I'm about to show could have been taken from
was it
the stand.
Was it the
Lights, Motors.
whole of the animation building before it became Launch Bay?
The tram.
The tram, the Backlot Studio Tour. This day in 2014, the final Catastrophe Canyon. Don't you think they should have kept this and just put eyes on him?
Yeah, made it Cars.
I'm surprised they didn't make it a standalone attraction, to be honest. Like, it could have just like the station right outside of it. And it goes in.
You can still experience Catastrophe Canyon in some form at Walt Disney Studios Park in Paris.
In some form. And finally,
Catastrophe Canyon.
On this day in 2019, the greatest attraction in all of Disney World was officially dedicated.
In 2019?
Yes.
Okay.
Slinky Dog Dash?
No.
Was it August? Was that it was Rise?
August. Why is it August?
September? What? September, right? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's almost October.
Okay. It's not yet. It's not Rise.
It's not
Mickey
Rise.
and Minnie got delayed. So that was 2020 when it was supposed to be 2019.
Right.
Lightning McQueen's Racing Academy.
Let me rephrase this. The finest attraction in all of Disney World, according to Doobie.
Oh, the Skyliner.
Oh, the Skyliner.
I was there.
You were there?
I wasn't there for the dedication, but I was there on opening day. They gave us a little pin in our room.
Did you say that's not an attraction, Tony?
Yes, it is transportation.
Yeah. Okay. It's the best attraction in the place.
Is the monorail an attraction at Disneyland, but a mode of transportation at Walt Disney World?
According to the NTSB, yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, Tony Betty in a nutshell, right there. All right. Thanks again, Tony. I think we're reaching the edge where you have to bill it. So bye. Okay. That's all I got. Anything coming up on the Twitters?
Let me see. I think they just keep reposting the the Wish poster and stuff.
Everyone is posting the Wish poster. People
Every account you see so many like dormant accounts, like Modern Family just tweeted the Wish trailer and stuff like that. That didn't actually happen this morning that I know of, but I'm just giving an example of. The only time you see Oh My Disney come to life is for these sort of things.
I'm looking at a lot of just the fan accounts, and people are excited for this. 100% this visually looks fantastic and feels like a love letter to 100 years of Walt Disney Animation Studios. Here's hoping the substance can match the style. That's from a Tom Ricker, who is a blogger and photographer. Scott Gustin, who we all know, says the new trailer for Disney Wish is here. Okay, that's not really insightful.
I don't know what this story is exactly, but there seems to be a lot of Disney adjacent elements. So I'm going to send it to you because I also know that you have an affinity for at least part of this story. So let's go through it together because, like I said, didn't actually read it, only started the headline.
All right. Well, this is from Deadline, and it says Airplane filmmakers David Zucker, Jim Abrahams, and Jerry Zucker to narrate making of audiobook with Jimmy Kimmel, Weird Al, Sarah Silverman, Trey Parker, Barry Diller, Michael Eisner, and more. Oh my.
Yeah, I have no idea what this is, but that's way too many Disney adjacent things to.
So a full-on making of, this sounds like a oral history kind of thing of the making of Airplane, which is not even inarguably the greatest comedy of all time. Audiobook. This sounds awesome.
Wow. So I guess, is it a Paramount movie? Because was Michael Eisner at Paramount at the time? Is that why he's involved in this?
That's my guess. Airplane, Paramount. I think so. But I'm not sure.
Fair enough.
Yeah, it is Paramount. It is Paramount. It is a Paramount movie. Eisner would have been at Paramount back then. Barry Diller, I believe, was as well. And then some of these people probably are just the celebs that are involved. This sounds fantastic. Oh my, I'm glad you saw that. This isn't even far. This comes out in 6 days, October 3rd, 2023. Wow.
Oh, I can use my Audible. You can use your Audible credit.
Finally. I've actually paused my Audible, but I'm trying to get through those credits before the pause is over. And this will definitely be on the list.
I didn't know you could do that. That is pro advice.
You can do a 6-month pause. You can still use your credits while it's paused, and then hopefully get through them and finally get off the $14.95. Yeah.
That is key. Thank you.
Something to listen to on the plane. Absolutely. Oh, great. I'm so glad you found it. All right. The big news again today, Disney Wish has a trailer. People seem very excited over it.
Not to be confused with the boat.
Also very excited over, but much more excited over that than the movie. I will not be around for about 13 days or so.
Must be nice.
I'm working. I'm just not here. Kyle, we hope will do at least a couple of shows in there. Then once I get back, of course, we'll resume this again for a while. The stock right now, this needs to be shown. $79.41. A new 52-week low.
What's check the put in dollar SPX.
Dollar.
So this is off about 0.79%.
And the whole thing, X with the X?
Yeah.
S&P is only off 0.33%.
So not a huge difference, but a difference nonetheless.
Twice as much?
But yeah, but we're talking,
tiny percentages. Yeah. All right, so stay tuned, of course. Kyle now will go write his article. Disney now hitting a new low, $79.40. And
no, 79.36 is the 52-week low.
Oh, we missed that one. Dang, what is going on? Remember all the excitement when Bob Iger came back?
Yeah. Squandered.
Imagine how bad it would be if Chapek was still here. Let's try to put a positive spin on it. All right. So 1 o'clock. 1 o'clock. Who's the Boss? Live right here, 1 p.m. Pacific, with Kyle. Nope. With Mike Celestino and Becca Burbank, and they will be talking about the latest edition of Ahsoka. That should be a lot of fun. And like, subscribe, please. Push the little thumbs up on this. That helps us a lot. Subscribe if you're not a subscriber. Ring the bell so you get notified when we go live, because we do that a lot. And thank you for joining us. Have a great time with the rest of your day. Bye-bye. Right, one more refresh. 7936. Didn't have to refresh. It refreshed itself. You idiot. Bye, everybody.